Well, ideally, we're looking for a cannon there, but he's on the red to the right middle in any case.
Thanks, Mark. 14. $15. Thank you. 21. Cheers, Mark. Thank you. 22. $29. 30.
Well, it's been an awkward break so far, and still queuing over this red. Can't do that much with the white, really. Maybe that red just below the pink there pots to the right middle, but it's awkward queuing this. Well, he's got out for the red to the right corner, so he's done pretty well. Pressure's off Selby a little bit because he's got himself to 4 points. Of course, he won all 3 matches he played yesterday. Lost to Ali Carter 3-1 this morning, but has just beaten Ryan Day 3-1, so he's top of the table. And the rest of them are really sweating out about who finishes where now.
38.
Looking to get into the pack, hoping for a good split. Could have been better.
42.
So 42
40.
and a safety from Mark Selby. Didn't get on a red, but has taken early control of the frame. Well, the black's gone towards one pocket, the red's gone towards its opposite corner. I'm not sure he can get past the green though, but this red will pop past the black. Dott's in the mood to attack. He's conscious of obviously the problems he's got with his cue, but can't do anything about that at the moment. That's a great pot. It looked like it might be a big pocket with the black there. He didn't need the black. He's potted it very cleanly and he's in. So let's see, as we see the pot again here, let's see how he gets on. The issue with the cue seems to be around the tip ferrule area. and he just felt that it just didn't feel right when he was playing the previous match against Barry Hawkins.
8.
Paul Collier, the referee, or one of the referees here, offered to put a new tip on, but I think Dott felt that it wouldn't have made much difference. It wasn't specifically the tip, it was maybe the ferrule or something at the top of the cue.
9. $50. 60. 23. 24. 30. 32. 39.
Well, so far so good. It started with that great red,
40.
and despite concerns, you can see him looking at his cue here. He's still going. Just 2 points behind. But has missed that unexpectedly.
Graeme Dott, 40.
Screwing back. So, chance passes once again to Mark Selby. Yeah, you can see him fiddling about the cue, Graeme Dott. He's not happy with it, and that screw shot found him out.
1.
So Mark Selby in for the second time in this frame. Looks like the red below the pink does pop to the left corner. Which makes this a good chance now to lead 1-0. Selby lost in the semi-finals of Group 3 on Tuesday to his good friend Barry Hawkins, who's actually staying with him this week.
9.
There's Dotty. You can see there's just something not right at the top of the cue. The ferrule has come a bit loose. You can see him trying to tighten it, but it looks like a forlorn hope there. He needs to get it repaired, and obviously there's just not time to do that between matches here. He's going to have to go home
60.
and get someone to look at it. He's not out of this tournament yet, but could do winning this match.
70.
He's still ahead of Hawkins and Luca Purcell. He's got a match still to play. Hawkins is up against Ali Carter on table 2. Purcell plays Ryan Day here. Next on.
24.
So yellow is frame ball. This was the ball that Dott missed when he was in.
26.
That's the ball that Mark Selby pots to effectively win the opening frame.
29. 33. 38. 44 the frame.
So a solid clearance of 44 from Mark Selby, his second scoring visit of the frame. Graeme Dott had his chance, but he's clearly concerned about his cue, and he trails 1-0. Yeah, Dott just confirming to Selby it's the ferrule on the cue that's the problem. I guess any shot with power is an issue, and it was the screw back on the yellow that he missed. So when he was close in, it was all touch shots. It didn't seem that bad, but any shot with a bit of pace may be more troublesome. Selby sticking his oar in, or at least just trying to find out what's happening. Mark Selby might be world number 1, but he certainly doesn't keep himself apart from any of the players. He's always talking to somebody. Just loves being part of it all, I think. He's had quite a tough background, but he's at the top of the sport. 3 times a world champion and many, many other tournament victories as well to his belt, including this season's China Championship. He had a maximum here in Coventry at the Ricoh Arena in the Champion of Champions tournament. And of course, the winner of this Championship League will get into that event guaranteed next November. Mark Selby will be here tonight for the playoffs. He leads 1-0 here in his final match against Graeme Dott. Well, here's an immediate chance for Graeme Dott. Selby taking on the long red. Doesn't look like the black pots to the right corner here, so got to get the white out for a colour.
Well,
Pink doesn't go, so he's going to continue the break. It's got to be blue.
Graeme Dott 1.
So just a safety off the brown, not tempted by any pots. Well, he's covered that red that's gone near the pocket. Just sort of half held his hand up there to acknowledge that. Wow. Well, that's some shot. That's a trick shot. And if he's on the blue, good luck to him. He's played off one red to cannon into the red over the pocket to pot it. I don't think that's the sort of shot you'd play in a deciding frame finish, but Selby's already qualified tonight, so I suppose he could afford to push the boat out. Played it well. This is a bit of a stretch. Looks like he can pot this blue though. So he's away again, the world number one.
6. Seven. Ten. 11.
Mark Selby is the last match on at the Masters on next Wednesday evening, the last first round match against Stephen Maguire. Selby, a 3 times Masters champion. In fact, won it on his debut 10 years ago now, or 11 years ago now, sorry, 2008.
60. 70. 23. 24.
'Well, it's a cracking shot he got in with, and plenty more here for Selby to close out a 2-0 lead.
31.
Just looking to get this match over and prepare himself for the playoffs this evening. As I say, he was a semi-final loser in the last group, but looking to put himself into the winners group in March when we head to Barnsley and join Neil Robertson, Jack Lazowski and Judd Trump, who are already there, with 3 more
37.
places after this group to be decided. It's already a brilliant lineup.
38. 44. 45. 50.
Break goes to 50. The lead is 49. A couple more reds required. Oh, we missed that by some distance.
Selby 50.
So not over yet this frame. He pushed the yellow safe, which helps him, but Break ends at 50 and wasn't close to that red. Just seemed to be sort of cantering towards a 2-0 lead there, but he's back in his seat again.
What? Six.
Well, he's finished very close to this red. Trying to cut it in the middle. That was a little bit wild, to say the least.
Graeme Dott 6.
Bit of frustration from Dott creeping in there, I think. And you could argue he was slightly fortunate not to leave an easier red than that for Selby. It's rubbing it in a bit, not going in off, leaving this now awkward cue in for Dott, who's got a damaged cue. 43 behind, he leaves a red on, then you fancy it's 2-0. Well, he's left a chance at this one.
One. Six. Seven.
So the pink to lead by 56 with just 51 on. Broke down when he was on 50, but Graeme Dott's playing a very open game and it's cost him this frame. Dott is more concerned about his cue and just not being able to function as well as he normally would.
20. 22.
Well, now he can put anything, it seems.
24. 26.
Selby, I'm sure, looking for a quick kill in frame 3, get this match over and done with.
29. Mark Selby 29 on the frame. Yeah.
So Mark Selby leads 2-0 and needs just one more frame to win a 5th match out of 6 in this group. The only defeat for him came to Ali Carter this morning, 3-1. For Graeme Dott, he's kind of hanging on at the moment in this group. He's not out yet, even if he loses 3-0. It depends on other results, but clearly it's a bit of an ordeal right now. Now Barry Hawkins, he's struggling a little bit in the group, but he's 1-0 up against Ali Carter. Hawkins won just 1 point out of 3 yesterday. Got a second point today when he beat Dott 3-1. So if he can win this match, then he's looking good for the playoffs. But it's very tight, this group, and there's still, of course, Ryan Day and Luca Brissell to come. Almost went too far there. Hawkins, the runner-up to Judd Trump in the last group. Group 3 on Tuesday night. Well, maybe he has gone too far. He's just a little bit of side on the white trying to pop this red. And he just slightly lost the white. But anyway, he's won the first frame there and he's ahead in the second. Well, after a couple of good pots, he misses that red to the middle. Anyway, that's table 2. Just waiting for the restart on table 1. Mark Selby leading Graeme Dott 2-0.
Third frame. Graeme Dott's a break.
So Graeme Dott up against it here, trailing 2-0. Trying to make things happen in this match, but they haven't happened yet.
Cheers, Matt. Thank you. 1.
So he's in. As I say, looking for a quick kill. Dott clearly not happy with things. It's that cue that's the issue. But coming into these matches, Graeme Dott 4th. He needs Ali Carter to beat Barry Hawkins on the other table. And then he needs Ryan Day to beat Luca Brissell. If that happens, Graeme Dott could still be in. It depends on frames won and lost as well. So it's not just about points, it's about frames. All those players on 2 points at the moment. But mathematically, he could certainly get 5th anyway.
17. 24. 25. 32. 33.
'Well, he's got them all into play.
40.
Just a question of which red he's actually on here. I think he can see the one to the middle. But it's all reds and blacks so far, and maybe that's half on his mind. Main thing is get the match won. So no maximum. Of course, we're waiting for the 147th official maximum. It will be the next one made on the circuit. Mark Selby made the 100th at the UK Championship a few years back. But what a great chance now to wrap this up.
46.
And despite Dott's problems, Selby's played well. Overall, he's looked good, he's looked confident. Of course, he's come into the match secure anyway in the group.
$54. 55. 62. 63.
'Highest break so far, Luca Brissell 135.
70.
There is a £500 prize for the high break in the group, which Selby can beat here.
71.
That's the winning ball in terms of the match. Now he can just focus on making as big a break as he can. It's possible 145 on. That would be a formidable target. In the last group, he and Stuart Bingham made a 143, so shared the 500 quid. Classy finish though this from Selby to get the points on the board. It will be 5 out of 6 and he'll be top of the group.
$79. 86. 87. 93. 94.
'So another century from Mark Selby, just to underline how well he's played in this match. Graeme Dott,
100.
I think his heart kind of wasn't in it completely because he's got cue problems which he needs to sort out, but Mark Selby, he's just a great pro and he's taken these nicely. And as I say, can set a good target for the high break now. 140 plus on.
$108. $109.
Possible break 143.
$160. $180. $121.
So Mark Selby looking like the man to beat tonight in the playoffs.
125.
He's got now a couple of hours to prepare for that. We start at 6 o'clock UK time. But of course another match to come, Ryan Day against Luca Brissell.
130.
But this has been an impeccable break. Let's hope Graeme Dott sorts his queue out. He's not out yet, but he's relying on other matches now to decide his fate in this group.
136.
Mark Selby, though, would definitely be seeing again. And in this sort of form, as I say, he'll take some stopping. Terrific 143 total clearance from Mark Selby. He beats Graeme Dott.